Hey guys, what's up? Sun's about right, and yeah, probably in your eyes and bleeding everything out, but we're gonna do it anyway. So we got range report. This is Saturday the 6th, I believe, of May. Wow, it's already May. Cool, which means that winter is right around the corner again. I'm so happy. No, I really am. I like winter around here. Anyway, let's get into range report. All right, so as you maybe can see around here, maybe not, it is feeling like spring a little bit. We are finally able to get back to our spot, which means we're able to actually get some stuff done. Thankfully, Lord willing, we will actually be able to get down here. There's a little bit areas where we can't quite get to, but I almost guarantee by next week, the rest of the snow in this area is gonna be gone. So the stuff we did work on this week was the R45 specifically. We tried out the R45, this little guy. This guy came in this week. Yankee Hill just released this guy. Basically, it's a 45 version of the R9. Slightly longer than the R9, but same thing, but extremely robust, right? We actually shot this guy, we shot it on a bunch of things, including our 4570, right? This guy's ready for 4570, 30-06. This is an awesome can, right? This kind of, in my mind, rivals the Dead Air Primal, believe it or not. I think the Primal is slightly larger in diameter. I think it's a 458 diameter. I don't know exactly what this guy's diameter is, but slightly bigger, and then the Primal is longer, and I think even larger in diameter. I think it's bigger all around. But this guy can handle most of all those calibers. In the 30-06, like I said, we shot it in 30-06 and the 4570. It's doing well. It's doing well, and I've got to say I'm very happy with this guy. So we shot it on, what did we shoot on? We shot it on 9, 40, 10, 45, 300 blackout, 5.56, 30-06, and 4570, right? We were going to shoot it on 7.62 by 39, my AK, but I have a Knox device, right? A Sons of Liberty Gunworks Knox mount for my Dead Air stuff, and it's a little bit longer. Like, I'm talking, it's just a little bit too long, and so I cannot use my my Yankee Hill R9 or my R45 on that setup, which is kind of depressing. Not really depressing. It's kind of upsetting a little bit. Just because these would have done, I think these would have done very well on that setup. But it is what it is, and we can't shoot it that way. But that's fine, that's fine, that's perfectly okay. But that was cool, that was really cool. Some issues that we ran into today. One little issue is we have our really gunky stuff. After you shoot suppress, everything just turns to black mud. It's just pretty gross, but it's really fun at the same time. We had our battery tray on our Celicat Pro. It popped out. Thankfully, praise the Lord, we were able to find it. It had just dropped straight down, the battery and the tray. We just don't have our screw. Maybe if I had a magnet, I could search around and find it. I'm not exactly sure. So the dot is on, but the battery tray is just friction held in there right now. So if I shot it, it would pop out. And I don't really want to do that. So anyway, that's this guy. A little bit of problem with him. And actually, looking at this, it almost looks like we might have cracked the glass. You see that on the bottom of the optic? Maybe. That's not really good. Might have cracked the glass on this guy. Because this is a pretty thumpy gun. It's a 45 and we're suppressing it, so it's got some good thump to it. Hope we didn't break it. I really like that optic, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's the point of what we do. Try to break stuff, and that's what we do. Speaking about other things, we brought out this guy. This came in this week, the barrel, not the gun, the barrel. This is a ported barrel. I've never shot a ported barrel, and so we did a quick little down and dirty comparison between a regular barrel, a comped barrel, and a ported barrel. I am not a world-class shooter by any stretch of the imagination, but I can shoot enough to be able to tell how it feels to me. Anybody could do that. 5-year-old could do that and say, this gun shoots harder than the other gun. I don't know. But it was interesting. It was an interesting little experiment because the ported gun did feel different. It's hard to point exactly at what it felt different doing. I feel like it did help keep the gun down. I would find myself having to pull the gun back up to get to the dot instead of pushing the gun back down. So it was doing something different than the comp or the regular barrel. So I'm happy with that. Excuse me, I burped. I'm happy with that. I'm very pleased with that. But slight little hiccup. We need to polish the crap out of the chamber because we were getting a lot of stuck cases, which came out relatively easy, but it is a brand new barrel. and it's a cheap barrel. It's an aim surplus barrel, and I'm not saying cheap as in quality like it's garbage necessarily. I don't know. I've never had really bad stuff from aim surplus. I really like aim surplus. Go check them out. But I need to polish the chamber on this guy, and I think that will fix some issues. And I know ported barrels and comped barrels, both of those, can have some issues with different grains and weights of ammunition and power stuff and things. So I need to play around with this a little bit, but I really think this has some potential to be a nice, fast, flat shooting gun. I think. So we're going to play around with it a little bit more. For the cost of it, man, it's really hard to beat this guy. So anyway, that's one thing we played around with today. I need to do some work on it before we do much else with it. We also had this guy out. We haven't talked too much about these two guns here on the end here. They've been on Patreon for a little bit, and they're mainly Patreon guns, and we'll bring them out, and I'll do a parts breakdown of everything here at some point. But this is kind of a jailbroke rattler. It's not really a rattler, but it's a 300 blackout with a 5-inch barrel, and it has the Evolution Weapon System bufferless bolt carrier group in here. And we've had a couple issues and a couple different things. Ran into some things. We have 2 of these units, and one of them we put an adjustable gas key on, and we're tuning up and playing with that. That's on a different build, and we're kind of playing around with that. This guy, I finally put an adjustable gas block on this little barrel, because this really needs an adjustable gas block. It really does, especially on these shorter barrels. You really need an adjustable gas block, and I think we finally got it worked out. And this is the R9 that's on here, and with subs, it's nice and quiet. It does what it needs to do. It's really cool. I think it's finally working properly. This guy does like to be clean. It gets sludgy, right, the more you shoot it suppressed and stuff, so you kind of got to clean it a little bit more meticulously than just a regular 5.56 gun that you can just keep shooting a lot of bullets through it, right, a lot of rounds through it. Anyway, but this guy worked way better today, and I'm very happy with that. So anywho, I think that's pretty much it. We're playing around with this different little mount that we have on this guy. I'm kind of setting this guy up to be a mid-range gun. Not quite done with it, just piddling around with stuff. We got an O-line on here, I know, so don't crucify me. It'd be all right. Their tape switches suck, I'll just say that. But this little optic here, or optic mount, it's a riser. It's a higher rise. It's a cheap knockoff version, because I'm not going to spend $300 or more, however much it is, for a legit licensed one of these. This is a cheapy one. I just wanted to see how it worked and how I liked it. And it raises the optic up. I'm really liking raised optics, if you can tell. On both of these setups that we have here, I have the higher mount. It's like a 193 or something like that. I'm actually really liking that. I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking that a lot. Enough that I went ahead and got this guy, and it raises the optic up, and it's nice. It's just a trend, I'm sure. Everybody's just following the trends and stuff, but it's kind of cool. So anyway, that's what we did today. I don't think there's anything else really. We did some other stuff. We work a little bit with One Tigress. It's a Chinese company, I know. It's One Tigress. They sent us a bunch of stuff before, so we did a little bit of, pictures and stuff for them. It's not really YouTube stuff, but just to let you guys know that we're working on other things too. I think that's it. We played around with the flamethrower, so I'm breathing in fumes right now. It's real nice. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. If you guys want to see more stuff with the flamethrower, let me know. I don't know what to burn up with the flamethrower. I've burned up bottles and stuff. I've threatened to take my kids' toys that they don't want anymore and just pile them up and burn them. But a lot of those are like baby dolls and things. Not sure you two would appreciate incinerating baby dolls, but, I don't know. That's pretty much it. All right, I'm done. I'm stop rambling. Y'all be good, be safe. Appreciate you guys. One thing I will say. This YouTube channel has been deleted before. I think a lot of you that have been around for a while, you know that. This YouTube has been completely deleted, right? And it's only by the grace of God we got it back, right? During that time that it was out, we still had Patreon, we still had Rumble, we still had Gunstreamer, we were still on Instagram, we're still on all those places that all those links to all those different platforms that we're on, they're all down below. And if you guys want to, which maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't know. I'm going to say if you would, I would appreciate going and following me on those other platforms in case we get deleted again, right? And for those people that really helped over there on Patreon while we were knocked out of YouTube, like, that was a huge blessing. I am extremely grateful for you guys. You know who you are. Very solid group of guys over there. Maybe some gals, I'm not sure, but I think they're all guys right now. So yeah, I don't know. if you want to follow me on those places, that'd be awesome. And also we have merch and stuff, and everything's down below in the links. I have links down below, and I have some discount codes down below too, but nobody ever really seems to check those things out because I don't talk about them. I don't tell people about it. I just assume people are going to go look at stuff, but they don't. That's it. Y'all be good to be safe. I appreciate you guys, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.